Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you to one of the coolest cars that I've ever had the pleasure of driving. Hands down, I know you're thinking it's a C4 Corvette. However, it's not just a C4 Corvette. This is a 1991 Corvette ZR1, which was partner built with Lotus and designed by Lotus, which they designed the awesome 5.7 liter that is under the hood, and Mercury Marine was actually the company who assembled the engine that comes under the hood. Now, most of these cars through the 80s or the 90s at most would probably have, maybe if you were lucky, 280 horsepower or so. This one is just a little bit different. So, dual overhead cam, V8. It is a 32 valve. Again, designed by Lotus, assembled by Mercury Marine, who is known for making crazy overhead cam engines. This thing makes 375 horsepower. In the owner's manual, it says if you compare it to the older style of rating horsepower like they did in the 60s and 70s, it would be rated at 425 horsepower. So, absolutely sick car. And there's so many other things that I'm probably going to miss half of it, but there's so many other things that I need to talk about on this car. First of all, first car that was American made that came with a 6-speed manual transmission. This one is a ZF manual transmission, which was like the strongest manual transmission that you could put in a car. It still is today, I think, considered one of the better transmissions you can put in a performance car. This one does have electromagnetic ride control, which is absolutely sick. You can go ahead and select your different sport mode, sport, touring, performance, all that. And that's not all that makes this thing super awesome. There's a whole plethora of things. I'm only going to touch on a few topics, but look at the oil cooler. Oil cooler has like AN fittings, all your AC stuff. Everything on this car works. Everything on this car works great. So this car only has 53,000 miles. Never mind this zip tie that I'm going to put in my pocket and pretend like wasn't in this video. So, interior's in really good shape. This is a C2L RPO code, which means it came with dual tops. The dual tops consisting of a body color one and the transparent glass top, so that's cool. And I am gonna flip through this book with you guys real quick. There is so much information in here. When you buy the car, you'll understand and start reading in this, but this was like the first car to come with the selectable power modes. So if you're in normal mode, it cuts it down to 200 horsepower. Okay, and then if you step it up into full power mode, it would give you that 425 horsepower, which was rated at 375 horsepower in this day's standard. So this book tells you an awful lot about it. There's 3 throttle bodies on the car with all those inside the adaptive runner length controls, which is pretty cool. So this is talking about the octane. It's pretty cool. And this was the first car also to come with skip shift. So, you know, cruising around lower RPM speeds and stuff, you would just skip shifting from first to second. You go from first to fourth. So there's plenty of power to make up for that. Massive 11-inch wide wheels on the rear, which house the 315 3517s. Pretty sick. And then up front we have another massive 275 for the front. It's pretty good. So I was so amazed reading in that owner's manual. I read so much, and Now I've probably forgot more than I've read, but such a cool car. Cool. And inside here, we got our little release for our rear hatch area. So, glass top, and I don't think there's anything else under here. Pretty sweet ride. I just untied my shoe. Give me 1 second. Let me tie my shoe. Ta-da! I don't need to be tripping on camera. Y'all will make fun of me forever. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the RPO codes. Go ahead and pause this if you need to check out those RPO codes. The important one is ZR1, obviously. And then the C2L was the dual top power seat. Works good. And I know this works. All right, let's go ahead and so 53,000 miles on this guy, and no issues. I mean, air works, everything works. Radio actually bumps pretty good. I think this is a Bose system. It's actually got like a sub back there and stuff. It sounds great. So you got your like fuel trip computer and full power, baby. We can turn it off, but we don't want to do that. We want to have full power. You know, it's one of those things where C4s are fast already. They're surprisingly quick for their day, their time. Now just imagine if you added 100 plus horsepower to a C4, then you're doing pretty good. Headlights, let's check out these headlights. Hey, look at that. Headlights all work good. There's fog lights as well, which is cool. I'm gonna try to get on it a little bit in the video, but again, holding a camera with one hand in front of my face while I'm driving, not the best way to do a test drive here. So and the exhaust sounds amazing. The dual overhead cam kind of makes the exhaust a little throaty. I don't know, sounds good. It's cool too because you can take off in a higher gear than you're used to. So like if you're doing lower speeds and you go to take off in like second gear, like I'm in second gear still, but I can give it gas right now and it feels like I'd be accelerating in first gear in most cars. And also that's another thing, these cars came with a lower gear ratio from the factory. So I'll try to do a little pull, but I don't want to. Oh yeah, you can tell she rips. She absolutely rips. Such a cool car. So let me see if I can pop out of here, get you guys a little exhaust sound here. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So if you get bored, dive into a little information on the ZR1, or if you ask me, I'll gladly send you some screenshots or pictures out of this book. There's so much in there that was like brand new for 1991. They only made this car for I think 4 years, 91, 2, 3, and 4, maybe 5 years. So super cool car. It's really in good shape, and like the wheels are just like flawless. So, but with that being said, that's where I'm going to leave you. Hope you guys like, and please feel free to comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.